Alright, we will now be finishing up our blog application. As promised, we will move the country selection in the subscribers form to a helper method from the footer. We will also input all the countries in the world. There is a list of a few countries in the description below. However, I didn't put in all countries because I think it's good for you if you fill in the rest, and then you get a better understanding how arrays work. We will add a thumbnail and a date to our list of articles, and then we will be all done. There is an error fix you can do right away. I didn't check the subscribers form until the end, and I realized I had a restriction on the subscribers input. Remember that the subscribers form is for any visitor. So you can fix this by going to the subscribers controller and set only to accept for the authorize first line. All right, but let's get started again. All right, here we go. I bought a 34 wagon and we call it a Woody. Surf City, here we go. You know it's not very cherry, it's an oldie but a goodie. Surf City, here we go. All right, let's open up the terminal. And as usual, I'm making the text bigger, I mean. CD into your projects directory. So I type cd ROR projects /blog. Hit enter. And then I type Adam /dot to open up my text editor. And you open up yours. Go to a new tab in your terminal. And here type rail /s to start the server. Make sure you are in your projects directory when you start the server. Alright, okay, server is running. Let's go to your browser. I go to Firefox and let's check our blog application. So I type localhost 3000 and not in the search bar, but needs to be in the address bar. There we go. Okay. Alright, there is our blog. So what we will do today, we will edit this selection form here. Okay, and remember we now have it in the footer selection, but we're going to move it to a helper method. So go to your text editor, and first let's go to the public form folder, and I will show you where your images and music and stuff ended up from last episode. So they all get stored in the public folder, and automatically it was created a music, photo, and movie folder. Okay, there's quite a bit of subfolders here in, maybe a bit of excessive, but they are stored all separately. All right, now go to your app folder and go to your views folder and open up not articles. We actually need to go to the shared folder and open up the footer file. There we go. Okay, and let's scroll down a little bit here. Actually, let's go to the helper folder first and go to the application helper. So just as we created in the application helper, remember we did the active link helper, we will here create a helper method for our country selection. So I'm back here in the footer file, and here we have options _4 select, and we created just a country 1, country 2, and country 3, and country 4. This will now be in the application helper. So back in the application folder, here type DEF. So let me move a little bit higher up on the screen for you here. Okay, so type DEF and let's name it your _country to create a new method. Okay, and underneath here type my _country equals, and then first we're just going to go and copy this in the footer section. Actually, you can cut it out or copy it, either way. And then back in the helper method and paste it in. Okay. So that looks good. I'm going to move maybe this to another line so we see everything a bit better. And then underneath here, type return. So remember, when we do a helper method, we have to return whatever we want to input. So we want to return my_country and then type end. Go back to the footer file and delete what we just had. And here between these commas, what you have now, type my_country to call on the helper method. Just going back to actually, sorry, we need to have your country. We need to call on the helper method, not the return. We need to call on the name of the helper method. So go to the browser and refresh. Everything hopefully has gone well. Refreshing some more. There we go. All right, let's scroll down. Okay, there shouldn't be any changes. It looks just as before. Okay, go back to your helper method and let's just change something here in the first one. I will be putting a Y and I'll change this to 0. And then I'm going to go back to the browser and refresh, and we will see if those changes took place. Okay, let's scroll down and then click on there, select your country. Sure enough, there we are. It now says a 0 and it has the Y in it. Okay, but I would like to have the countries of the world to be displayed instead. So what we need to do, we need to create a list of countries. Oopsie, countries, IES, of the world, and display them in an array. Okay, we actually have an array below here. This is actually an array. Array needs to be within 2 square brackets, and then we have our selection within it. Right? So here, let's first name our array. So we're going to have a similar structure as here, but we're going to have each country within double quotation. So here, let's name our array. So let's call it actually my_country. And then equal. And then I type 2 square brackets. And then I'm going to go to my text editor where I have the list of countries. So what you need to do, we need to have within, like I said, double quotation marks. And then you list the country, and then it's separated with a comma. So here I am in my text editor. I'm going to copy all countries to start with an A. So you can go and copy this, whatever is below in the description. So do that, copy it, and paste it in right there between the 2 square brackets. And the last one, after Austria, the last input does not need to have a comma afterwards. Okay, I'll just indent it to make it pretty. So I'm deleting that comma there. Perfect. The reason for having double quotation marks is because some countries actually come with a single quotation mark, and if I then have single quotation marks, it will then kick me out of the list of countries. Alright, we now need to create a do loop that will iterate through the list of countries above. Okay, so here type a_country dot each do, and then within the pipe sign, let's call it country. So this takes the variable country, and actually I'm going to change this to countries plural, because that is within the structure of Ruby and Rails. So we have a list of countries and we iterate through each country. and then put in an end after the do loop right away, so we remember to end it. And here, let's name it my underscore country equal, and type double quotation marks, and then let's do that interpolation, so it's a pound sign and curly bracket, and then we're going to type country here, so we iterate with it through each country. And after here, we need to then return countries. So we need to return the name of the list, not the name of the loop, because that's my underscore country is for the do loop. We need to return the name of the array for the countries. Okay. All right, save everything. Let's go back to the browser and refresh. Okay, refresh quickly. Let's scroll down and keep fingers crossed. There we go. Select your country, and we have a selection of countries. Pretty cool, huh? All right, I will now proceed to put in all the countries, and you can go and search for all the countries in the world. Remember that when you create your full list of countries, there must be within double quotation marks, and the last input does not need a comma afterwards. So now I just replaced also the last country is Zimbabwe. Okay, so no comma after that one. But all other times, make sure there is a comma separated between each country, and they are within double quotation marks. There we go. All right, now we're going to save everything and then go back to the browser and refresh. Right, and scroll down here, and good. I have now all the list of countries here. Okay, there we go. So that is what you needed to do. There are many gems to do this, but I just thought it was very good for you to do it from scratch by yourself, and understanding then more how an array function and all those things. Let's actually create a space between select your country and the name of the first country. And all I do here is putting in double quotation marks with nothing in it, just the space, and that would create an empty space there. And let's actually make this in with capital letters. Select your country. And then a colon afterwards. Back to the browser and refresh. There we go. Now it's a little bit more clear. So we have capital letters, and then it's a space, and then the first country comes with lowercase letters. Okay. All right. Okay, dokie. So now we're going to put in then a thumbnail and the date for the list of articles here. So we have the date here, but when we show the article, but not for the list of articles. So I'm going to close a few things here. Let's see, we need to open up in the article list of articles. So the articles file, go and open up the index.html.erb. All right. So here before the title, type th tag, and then closing the th tag, and within here let's type photo, and then we want to create a new th tag. There, and close the th tag, and let's name it date, D-A-T-E. Okay. Let's scroll down so you are within the do loop then, and here before this td tag for the article.title, give it a new td tag for table data, and close the td tag below. And here, open up the Ruby syntax, greater than sign, percentage sign, equal sign. And we're going to have article dot photo. There will be more things in here, but something like this to call on the photo. Okay. However, we cannot just call on the photo. That would be too big. So we're going to have to call on the thumb. But first we need to say if article dot photo dot present question sign. Because remember, not all articles may have a photo. So then here, then open up the Ruby syntax again. So if it's present, type the image underscore tag. And then type article dot photo dot URL. Type parenthesis, and within parenthesis type colon thumb. So we're calling on the thumb size of the image we uploaded last week. And close the Ruby syntax. And then the next one here, open up the Ruby syntax and type else. So we want to have an else condition for the if statement. Open up the Ruby syntax with an equal sign and type image underscore tag. So we're going to put in a placeholder image if it's no image for the article. So I have created a new one already, which I named no image.jpg. And then I'm going to give it a style of width of 50 pixels. Okay. So I'm going to show you my placeholder image, and you can go and create a similar one. Okay, just a tiny little thing that would show up in the list of articles. And the if statement. Okay, save everything, and now I'm going to go to my folder, and I will put the, actually let's go to assets and to the image folder, and this is where I will put in my small little placeholder image. So there is my placeholder image. I copy it, I go to my blog, and then the app folder, assets folder, image folder, and I paste it in. Okay, and actually I named it underscore sm for small, so I need to do that in the index.html.erb within the articles folder. So here I'm going to put underscore sm. So you can just do, if you have GIMP or something, just make a little placeholder image. Anyway, go to the browser and refresh. And oopsie, I had a mistake here. It's just a syntax error. I know what it is. I missed, remember, you can't have an equal sign there. Okay, save everything and go back to the browser and refresh. Alright, one more. Okay, I forgot a comma there, and I'm gonna put things within a parenthesis. So back to the index folder, I'm gonna put my placeholder image within parenthesis, and between the image name and the style needs a comma, and then I close the parenthesis. Now I save everything, go back to the browser and refresh, and it should be good. Alright, refreshing. Okay, it's thinking, is this good or not? There we go. So you see, now I actually have a column for the thumb photos. And where I have a thumb uploaded, we see the thumbnail for that photo we uploaded last week. Okay, so there I clicked on the show link. Perfect. Okay, so let's go and put in the date when the image was created, no, when the article was created as well. Right? So under the closing TD tag where the if statement we just created, create a new TD tag and close the TD tag. So let's see, so go to a show link and go to where you have at article.created at, because this is a time displayed, and we can copy all this. So this is within your show file. Okay. And go back to the index file and paste it in within the TD tags you just created. Now there are a few things we don't need. So we cannot have the at sign in front of it because it iterates through the articles within a do loop. And I'm cutting that out after the pipe sign for the date description. Okay, so I'm going back to the browser and to show link. So I don't want the name of the week displayed, and I just want the number of the month. So delete the percentage sign A And the next one, instead of dash B, replace it with an M. And I'm taking out this dash here and this comma, and I put forward slashes in between each one. So now it's month, day, and year, and I need a little single quotation to finish up there. Okay, save everything, back to the browser and refresh, and go to a list of articles. There we go. So now we have the dates. And now the last final thing we're gonna do, I want to list it so I have the newest articles first. So go to your controller, go to the articles controller, and after here where it says article.all, type .reverse. That's the last thing we do. Back to the browser and refresh. Okay, refreshing. There. And now we have the last article that we created is displayed first. That was the very last thing we did. You are all done. Okay, we will now go and do the last git commit. I will create some more stuff, but this was the last for this series. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking through here our blog. We did not do the about page, but that's simple. It's just regular HTML, and you can do that yourself. So in the terminal, type git status, and then I clear it, and then I go git space add space dot. All right, let's just clear it again, and then type git commit dash m, and then single quotation. Let's type what we did. So what did we do? We added selection of countries to helper file or method. Actually, yeah, helper file / method. We created a method for subscribers form. Okay. And then we added thumbnail. That's one word, I believe. Thumbnail. Oh, I can do 2 words. To list of articles plus date. It was created. I'm not going to worry about that misspelling. You can fix it. And we list articles with the newest first. Okay, we all done. Hit enter and then clear. Let's do git status again. All right, on branch master, nothing to commit. Cool. All right, I will start another series in a little bit, but I hope you had fun doing this. Okay, actually I forgot to test the input form, so let's do that. Go to your browser first and go to the scroll down, and here in the footer let's just put in a new subscriber. I'm gonna call it last testing, and let's name it last at email.com, and create an article. No, create a country and do submit. Oopsie. Well, I don't want that. Okay, so we have a restriction that I probably put in a restriction when we did all those things like a month back or something. So this should be in your controller, in your subscribers controller. And sure enough, you see the before action, :authorize, comma. We don't want the create to be restricted. We want the only to say accept. Because remember, we want any visitor to be able to subscribe to our sign up email email link or email list. Okay, all right, let's go and refresh and let's test it again. Okay, let's put in last again, and then testing, then last at email.com. And then let's create a country, Antigua. Let's hit submit. Okay, there we go. This is what we want. Thank you, last, for subscribing to our newsletter. That was it. That was the last thing we did. Actually, I'm going to sign in with our admin privileges, and let's list subscribers. So click subscribers, and then scroll down. And there we have the subscriber we just created. Okay, so we're all done. And remember, you can do the about yourself. You know, it's just regular HTML, CSS. Okay, there. And we successfully logged out together for the last time for this project. Anyhow, I'm not gonna publish it live. There are so many Heroku, AWS, and DigitalOcean videos out there. But if you want to, I can create a standalone video how to go live with your blog. Anyway, if you were a new visitor, feel free to subscribe and feel free to like and share, and have a good rest of the day, night, weekend, weekday, whatever you are in this beautiful world. And I see you for the next project. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.